Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're back on Forza Horizon 4, and today we have been suffering quite bad technical difficulties with my Elgato. I had started the review on the Corvette, but unfortunately it froze, so I had to start again. But hopefully everything's good now. I'm hoping. Yeah. So I've had a look at the Corvette. I've selected the colour in blue, as you can see in the background. And I just had a look through the Forza Vista, but I'll have a look through the Forza Vista again now, just so we can have a look again. But this week we have received the 2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, and we received the 2018 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 1LE. Also, we're going to take a look at the new Forzathon exclusive vehicle as well, and give a review on that as well. So let's come out of here and have a look at the Forza Vista. And here we go. So here it is. Of course, I've chosen blue in colour. We'll explode it again. We can have a look in the quick engine bay. The 6.2 litre supercharged V8, looking pretty covered up in carbon fibre beauty plating. We come out of here, have a look over here. I don't think we can see a lot, to be honest. The alternator down there, and that's pretty much it. Can't really see a lot in there. We have a look at. If we close it up, we can actually open the roof up. It is a Targa top. There we go. Look at that. Pretty cool. Just put that back on again, and we can take a look at the inside and implode it again. There we go. So there's the boot. If the camera would let me look at the boot. There we go. Just about. There we go. The boot there is pretty big. That's a huge boot. I like it. The only trouble is, if you're in a hot country and that window there, your milk will get fried. So that's not a good idea, really. But oh well. The interior. Let's go and jump in here. Unfortunately, it has kept the orange stitching for the car is actually orange and as standard in the game. And obviously the stitching stayed in orange, which is a bit of a pain because it does kind of ruin the look of the interior compared to the blue colour. I don't know if orange and blue particularly matches very well. It's okay, but it can be a little bit odd if there's too much orange. But keeping it orange would be quite a suitable colour for this stitching and everything. But yeah, the interior looks very Corvette-like. Don't think there's many changes involved in terms of the way it looks, apart from the carbon fibre. I don't remember there being so much carbon fibre before. But for being a ZR1, there hasn't been that much of a difference in terms of its look, which is a good thing really, because it's actually quite a good looking car already. The spoiler is huge. It's like a drift wing, absolutely huge. Hopefully it actually does the job and actually keep the downforce down, which is what its job is. The front I think looks really cool. Yeah, it's very menacing looking front. Such a good car in looking wise. Yeah, nice black wheels. It's a good looking car. So let's give it a drive. But hang on, first of all, we'll actually take a look at the upgrades and tunings. I don't think there's going to be any kind of drastic tunings to be like the Forza customization, I can imagine. And my theory was correct at the front, so we've got the splitter and the canards and etc. Then we've got the Forza wing, and we've got nothing. So we've just got a standard wing, which I'm not sure that's original or not. I don't know whether there's an option at the factory where you can take the wing off or not. But due to it being a ZR1, it's probably worth having the wing just to keep it a bit more distinctive. Even though the front's quite distinctive as it is. Let's just give it a drive now. Quite a few colours for this car. There was a choice between like white, silver, black, red, orange. So there's quite a few colour options, which is good. Hopefully it sounds good. This car's got a nice deep engine and a nice supercharger noise. Sounds alright. It sounds like all the Corvettes do in this game, to be honest. It's actually quite a nice car to drive. Only the traffic would piss off, that'd be lovely. It's such a planted car. For an American car with a huge drift wing on the back, you would imagine that. It's not actually drift wing, by the way. I'm just playing about. So yeah, it's actually got quite good handling. It's quite well planted down on the road. Brakes are good. Steering's a bit naff. It's a tiny. The rack's not fast enough, I don't think. But apart from that, it's not actually that bad to drive at all. It appears American manufacturers are actually starting to prioritise high handling now, and handling is quite good in the modern cars. Back in the day, American cars used to handle horribly. They used to have like leaf suspension and that sort of thing. But nowadays they seem to handle quite well, especially like by looks of things, the new Corvette after this on the Nürburgring. Yeah, it's a mid-engine Corvette. I'm really looking forward to that coming out. That looks like it handles quite well, especially when you try looking at planting down on the Nürburgring. Just drive around in this, it just feels so good. You do a little drift. I know I've got traction control on, but it still is quite easy to drive. Unfortunately, I haven't got the standard version of this car in this game. I've only got the ZR1, so I can't really compare the older versus new. But apart from that, this car is quite well handled. The sound I was expecting to be a little bit deeper, but they've just rehashed the same Corvette noise and sort of 6.2 litre supercharged American V8 sound. They just rehashed it again, which is a bit of a shame, but it's not too bad. Now let's check out the Camaro. So we have the Camaro ZL1 1LE. Let's have a look at this thing. Once it loads itself up. That's not a bad looking car. I'm not so fond of the carbon bonnet, or matte black bonnet even. But definitely having the car in black sort of really makes it look quite mean. Got a bit of a cheese gratery grille, but it's not as bad as the new one, the new Corvette. It's Corvette. I mean Camaro. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's got a hideous front end, the newer one. But this one looks quite nice. Well, it's not nice, but it looks all right. I don't know what it is these days about companies just think they've got huge grills. It means they've got like the best car in the world. Lexus, for example, it's just like who's got the biggest grill contest. Really quite nasty. The DBS, the new DBS, for example, Aston Martin Superleggera. It's horrible. I hate the front grille on that thing. They've ruined it. But we're not talking about Astons, we're talking about a Camaro. So there's not so much beautification plating on this, and you can see it's lovely plating on there. Supercharged ZT4, is that? LT4. LT4. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's got quite a nice looking engine. It looks easy access to get to bits and pieces. In comparison to the Corvette with all the beauty plating on, you can't really see anything, but here you can see quite a lot. It's definitely supercharged. Let's go around. It's got some nice set of wheels. I quite like them wheels. Don't normally review wheels, but they look quite cool. I like them. Let's have a look at the boot. That boot lid opens quite vertically, doesn't it? Oh, this camera's quite annoying. I can't go where I want to go. It's quite a skinny boot. It's a deep boot, but it's not... It's quite thin. It's not very wide. So, yeah, that's a bit unusual, a bit surprising. Let's just have a look at the interior. We'll go around to the driver's side. Have a look in here. Again, looks like this one's got orange stitching. Or is it orange or red? That's like a reddy orange stitching, like the... But the red stitching makes sense because like the ZL1 sort of logo's red. So, makes kind of sense. I like the way it's got sort of grey interior rather than like dull black. It's got like some grey tinges to it. Like down here is all grey. The seats are grey, and the steering wheel centre is grey, but the dashboard itself is like a black. But it's quite nice. It's a bit different. Headlining looks alright, because some cars in this game, the headlining is really not detailed at all. It is horrid. Especially it was at the Fiat 695, the old 1960s Fiat. The roof is horrible. The design on it's just a load of jagged shadows. It's horrible, but this actually looks quite nice if you could actually see it. It's got a manual gearbox, which is good to see in a car like this. These days most cars are flappy paddles, where lots drivers' cars are very focused on having a manual gearbox. And Porsche says that as long as the people buying the manuals, they'll keep providing manual cars. So makes sense. Right, so that's enough of looking around at this. Let's go and have a look at the customization, which I can imagine again is going to be exactly the same as the Corvette. Down here, yep. So we've got the canards and all that, and the spoiler is here, and we can actually remove it as well. Looks quite nice about the spoiler, but even though we want to make it look distinctive as the ZL1, so yeah, I can imagine it's going to sound exactly the same as the Corvette we just driven, which makes sense because I think it's got the same engine, so it makes much more sense. Spin it around. as suspected, does have the same sort of sound as the Corvette, but then again it hasn't got the same engine at the end of the day, so it makes sense. I do find it quite odd seeing like a wing on the back of American cars. I'm used to seeing like ducktails or no wings at all. Then again, I am old. My brain's still in like the early 2000s. But again, this car still feels very well planted on the road. The brakes are a little bit more numb because they do sort of lock up a lot quicker than the Corvettes. But the general handling itself is quite good. I do feel again the same problem with the Corvette is the fact that it doesn't have a very fast steering rack, so it does suffer a teeny bit of understeer, but not as much, I don't think. Yeah, it's not too bad. I can't feel it's as planted as the Corvette, and the steering rack's a little bit quicker. Whoa, but these brakes are not good at all. They're not as good, I don't think, as the Corvette. But again, this has 650 brake horsepower, I think it was, and the Corvette had just over 740, so there was a big power difference, and you can feel that actually, you can feel it. But it's just a shame these brakes aren't brilliant. The understeer's not that good either, but apart from that, it's not too bad. Oh, I just missed that van. But yeah, that's not a bad car at all. It does feel more European than I would have said. Just that with American cars sort of targeting the European competition, so they are trying to handle quite well to match that. So if we go over to my Forzathon page, there it is. Let's have a look at what's new on the shop. So we have, okay, the 2016 Volvo Iron Knight. That is unusual actually. I was expecting there to be a unique new car, but it turns out we've got this, the Iron Knight. If you don't have one, probably a good idea to buy one there. It'd probably be a lot less work to get a Iron Knight through this rather than through the auction or the auto show. I was expecting a unique car like last week. We had the Honda Mugen Civic. There has been a couple of leaked cars that I was expecting to see here, but unfortunately it appears that is not the case. Well, there we go then. These are the two new cars this week. So we've got the Camaro and the Corvette ZL1 and ZR1. This week we've got a buggy orientated Forzathon, which I will not review in my videos now. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I find that it takes too long, and it causes my video to take over 12 hours to upload, so I'm going to try and keep this as short as possible, but as informative as possible, and yeah, hopefully it's actually succeeded that. Of course, it's now summertime in Forza now, and yeah, we've got our two new cars for the week, which are pretty good cars. They're not any annoying cars. They're some pretty good looking American cars, which I quite like. Yeah, so I know, well, I'm hoping that we don't actually receive any more of those drift trucks or drift or hoonigan cars and that sort of thing, because you know I have my feelings against those cars. But these, I'm happy with. I like this. I think this month, actually, we've got quite a decent set. We've got no stupid drift cars, we've got no stupid hoonigan cars, we've just got pure road cars, purchasable road cars that you can actually buy on the pre-owned market or buy from a dealership. There's a couple of cars here I've never even heard of before, like the Volkswagen double cab pickup. I didn't know that existed, nor the Lamborghini Jama S. I never knew that existed either, so that's quite good. There's something quite unique. Anyway, let's stop yapping on. Thank you very much for watching this video today. Take a look at these two new American cars we received today. I'm very happy with these, and hopefully receive some more cars like this and more cars like this over these next couple of weeks. These standard road cars that I can enjoy. But I do hope they add a Lister Storm, Jensen Interceptor, S-Type R, and the list goes on very soon. Otherwise I'll be very angry. Alright then, thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye!